A Plaguelands Media production.
Hey everyone, this is Hugh from Plaguelands Media bringing you another book review. Today we are going to delve back into Batman No Man's Land with part 3 of this epic Batman storyline. I am really excited. I absolutely love where this is heading, and I cannot wait to share with you. So we are going to go straight into the next episode of So this is where we left off our No Man's Land story. So we are going to continue on with the next arc, Mosaic. We start with a mysterious figure who is basically talking about how Gotham is different now. Everything has changed, and that they themselves are the true face of Gotham. We see that they have created something of a cult following, which shifts to Oracle in her tower. She's remembering her time as Batgirl. For those of you that don't actually know, Oracle was Barbara Gordon in Alan Moore's Batman the Killing Joke. The Joker shot her and left her paralyzed. So she became Oracle, who feeds information to the heroes of Gotham. So Oracle gets a call from one of her eyes out in Gotham, who informs her that there's something big going down. He wants to go check it out. She says, be careful. He's like, I always am. Then we get Batgirl, the new Batgirl, watching what is happening. Harold goes, not Harold, Rex, is it? Rex, yeah. Rex goes to check it out and is taken inside. We can see that these are some of the cult members that we saw on the previous page. Batgirl tries to stop them, but ultimately she is too late. Then we get Batman talking to Lockup. Now, for those of you that don't know who Lockup is, rather interestingly, he was a villain that appeared first in Batman the Animated Series, where he was a security guard for Wayne Industries. He ended up getting a job as a security guard for Arkham Asylum, and he turned Arkham Asylum into a police state. He didn't make the jump from the animated series to the comics until, I believe, I want to say 95 or 96. His first appearance was actually in an issue of Robin back in the day. So we see now that Batman is kind of working with Lockup, taking the bad guys there, and Lockup is keeping them in prison. But sorry for the interruption there. Again, the city sends us these fucking stupid alerts when shit happens. It's fucking pissing me off. But Batman's working with Lockup. He's sending the bad guys there. And Lockup is kind of keeping them in a makeshift prison, but Batman says, don't step over the line or we are done. Commissioner Gordon and his wife, Sarah, are arguing about the way things are going. This is causing a lot of the GCPD to get a little bit nervous. Oracle is kind of monitoring what is happening. And the GCPD are on alert. Batman and Batgirl are in the cave, or a cave, I should say. Batgirl is informing Batman on what is going on. Batman's like, I'll take care of it. Batgirl is like, I'll come with you. Batman's like, nope, that's not how this works. You follow orders, and that is that. The GCPD go out on their patrols. Commissioner Gordon has been basically telling everyone, if you ever see a bat symbol, paint over it with the GCPD initials. We don't need Batman anymore. He deserted us. So they have kind of a little bit of a back and forth. Gordon goes to his daughter, Oracle, Barbara, and kind of explains the situation. In the cult lair, they have Rex kind of tied up, and they're trying to get information out of him, but he's not talking, so they start to scar his face. And he maintains that he doesn't have any information, which is pretty cool. They hear the GCPD start to hear people moving forward. Barbara hears it as well, and then she sees how they've tortured Rex. She feels guilty about this, like it's my fault Rex was put in that situation. They go and they collect Rex, and as they're kind of dragging him away, one of the soldiers goes for his dropped gun, only to be stopped by the leader of the cult, who basically declares that we're taking over all of Wayne Enterprises buildings. It's a scar on the face of Gotham, so to speak. Barbara Gordon, with a sniper rifle, gets this person in their sights. She realizes exactly who it is, but at the last minute, a shape drops down, blocking the shot, which turns out to be Batgirl. And this is the first time Barbara Gordon has seen the new Batgirl. So we move into issue 2 of this kind of two-part story, Mosaic. Barbara keeps everything in her sights. She doesn't really want to take the shot, but she knows who the cult leader is, and she's surprised that there is a new Batgirl out there. Batgirl ends up absolutely kicking ass here, taking out all of the kind of cult leaders and whatnot. Then we get Bullock and Reyes. They go in to talk to Commissioner Gordon and find Commissioner Gordon and his wife in a very heated argument. Batgirl takes away the cult leader, kind of drags him off, but she knows that Barbara is up there with the sniper rifle trained on her. Rex is happy that someone has saved him. Reyes has brought Commissioner Gordon down. He didn't know that any of this was happening at the time. One of his GCPD officers is shot, and Gordon is clearly pissed about this. Oracle, Commissioner Gordon, I should say, worried about Oracle because it's, in her neck of the woods, busts in. She tells him you don't have to, but he busts in anyway, and she's like, I'm fine, don't worry about it. You shouldn't have broken the door. At this point, Batgirl presents her prize, the cult leader, to Batman, and we find out that it is in fact Roman Sionis, who is Black Mask. Batman says, I'll deal with it. And Batgirl is like, you've got to trust me. I want to know what's going on with these people. Batman is like, nope, you stay here. Then we see this makeshift prison. People are trying to get in. Lockup is telling them to stay away. And at the same time, he's got someone helping him. This is, in fact, KG Beast, or otherwise known as Anatoly. What is his last name? I cannot even remember it now. Anatoly Kyanzev, I believe, something like that. KG Beast is an infamous villain in the Batman comics because, he first appeared in the Batman comics in 1988, but in one of the showdowns with Batman, Batman actually locks him in a vault in a sewer and leaves him there. And for many years, fans speculated, did Batman leave him to die? But then they retconned it so that Batman told the police where he was. And then he was kind of rescued. So KG Beast and Lockup are working with Batman now to get these prisons up. He takes Black Mask to them. And he lets them know, Batman lets them know straight out that if anything happens to Black Mask, it's on them and this is over. And we know that Batgirl has followed Batman to this prison. So we have Bullock and Reyes just kind of hashing it out while Commissioner Gordon is chewing out the two officers that left their post, thus causing one of his officers to get shot. And he gives them latrine duty. Sarah Essen, of course, thinks he's overreacting. They get into a huge argument. At the same time, Batman goes to see Oracle, and Oracle is clearly pissed. She's pissed because there's someone out there as Batgirl, and that's her mantle. That was what she was before the Joker paralyzed her, and why did he give that away so easily? Who is she? I want to know. I can find out. It's actually a very touching moment in the issue to see the vulnerability of Oracle herself, and that she still clings to that idea of what she once was before the Joker took that all away from her in Alan Moore's Batman: The Killing Joke. Commissioner Gordon and Sarah Essen just start smashing shit as they argue. The argument escalates. Batman apologizes to Oracle in his way, even though, there's really nothing there. As they're fighting, one of the cops decides, I need to speak to you. She goes in and the fight turns into sexy time. So make of that what you will. Oracle is just kind of thinking about how she trusts Batman explicitly. She can't help but trust him. And Black Mask is in the prison. And then we get to the prison, and here we see that Black Mask is on trial. Who is trying him? We don't know, but we do know that Tallyman is helping whoever it is that is performing these mock trials, these pseudo trials. Tallyman, not a character I'm particularly familiar with. I know his first appearance was in Batman: Shadow of the Bat, and I know that was around, I want to say 93, maybe 1994. Tallyman was a child who ended up going to juvenile detention for murdering someone. I think someone was abusing his mother or maybe his sister. And he himself was abused in juvenile detention. And when he got out, he went back home and found out that his sister had died of starvation. I think it's something like his parents had starved him and his sister or something like that. His sister had died of starvation and his mother had committed suicide. And his mind snapped, and then he became the Tallyman. And his mantra was, sooner or later, everyone has to pay the Tallyman. So they put Black Mask on trial, and he's been found guilty, I believe. And that is the end of Mosaics. And then we go into this interesting kind of a one-shot, I guess you would say. That happens maybe a little bit before all of the No Man's Land shit, where after the earthquake, Commissioner Gordon says to Monica Reyes, take some time off. So she goes back to her neighborhood where someone is trying to shake down her parents for money. Reyes basically stops it. Everyone's happy. Her and her parents kind of talk, and she discovers that her brother, who was in the military but was on shore leave when the earthquake struck, hasn't been seen in a while, so she goes out to find him. She actually finds him helping people, trying to dig through the rubble to get at survivors, and he is actually working with Two-Face. She freaks out a bit because, you know, it's fucking Two-Face, and he's like, no, he's been helping us, it's all good. Two-Face and her declare kind of a truce. Every time they find someone, he flips his coin. Those of you that don't know about Two-Face, when he flips his coin, if he comes up with the clean side, he lets them live. If it's the side with the X, he will actually kill them. But it comes up with the clean side, so he keeps helping people. And Monica knows that it's only a matter of time before the law of averages evens out. So they keep kind of working together. And they rescue children, elderly people, and then at one point, part of the roof collapses and Monica gets trapped. Two-Face flips his coin. We don't see what it is, but he actually helps her. Takes her back to her family, where she explains to her parents what is going on. Her father gets her a single bullet because she mentioned earlier in the comic that she'd run out of ammunition. But she still works with Two-Face. He's still doing his part, although she doesn't kind of trust him. And then at one point, they are accosted by people looking to kind of get what they are doing. Two-Face gets into a fight with them, which turns into an all-out brawl. One guy is about to kill Two-Face with an axe, but Reyes saves him. Batman comes down. Two-Face immediately sees Batman and attacks him. And Batman kind of fights back. Reyes stops him and says, listen, I can get through to him. He's been helping us. You don't have to do this. You don't have to take him away. Trust me. And then she takes Two-Face's coin away and says, you don't need to know what the outcome is going to be. You just need to keep helping people, which Batman is satisfied with that. So we get to see this other side of Two-Face just after the earthquake, which I thought was cool. Then we go into this next story about this married couple. They've come back to Gotham because the guy's mother was in Gotham. He didn't realize that she'd actually gotten out before the No Man's Land shit happened. And now they are stuck here. So they're just looking for supplies. And they break into this warehouse. And they find that it is, in fact, a former Joker hideout. So they go through it. And there's traps and everything. And they find stuff in the refrigerator and whatnot. A phone keeps ringing. The woman steps on a plate and falls into water where you can see something like the Joker fish and whatnot. You find the old Robin costume. And the phone is kind of incessantly ringing as they're going through this like creepy ass fucking warehouse with all this Joker memorabilia. And eventually the man finds a room of hostages, but they're all dead. So he's like, we've got to get the fuck out of here. He's eventually about to answer the phone when he's stopped by Batgirl. Batgirl gets them out of there, and she rigs the phone to answer, and it explodes. And she says, you're really, really lucky. The man says to his wife, here, drink this, it'll be fine. And it's actually Joker venom, and she turns into that. It was a cool look into the mind of the Joker. I enjoyed it. And it was good to see Batgirl save people, but then not actually save them in the end. And the last story in this issue is Harold. Who the fuck is Harold? Well, Harold is a character from way back in the day, like 1989-ish. He doesn't speak. He is kind of slow and dim-witted, but he helps Batman repair his equipment. He's very good at repairing things. Why is he not more prominent in the comics? I don't actually know, but he is there. He is a character in the comics. When the earthquake hits and the mansion collapses, he has flashbacks of his mother telling him to get out. He's worthless. He's useless. Harold is in the Batcave, and Alfred tells him, Harold, you don't need to fix that. We don't need you anymore. You can go. And this, in Harold's mind, triggers his mother yelling, get out. He's worthless. You can see that it pains Alfred to say this because Harold is such an integral part of the Bat family. So Harold, who has spent almost all of his time with Batman in the Batcave, leaves the manor, and he just doesn't know what to do. And then he heads towards Gotham City, and then he sees that Gotham City is in ruins, and he's happy now because he has something that he can fix. Very sweet way to end the comic. And that will be the end of this episode of Batman No Man's Land Omnibus Volume 1. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the notification bar. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Redbubble, Twitter now. And go and check out our first Kickstarter campaign. The links will be in the description below. But most importantly, stay safe. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next video.